Hello there, my fellow humans. It's your boy, the Unusual Geek here. And on September 20th, 2023, I had my 33rd birthday. And I want to recap the amazing birthday adventure that my amazing, beautiful, astounding girlfriend Ashley had planned for me. After opening some amazing gifts, the first item on the itinerary was obviously a birthday breakfast. So she brought me to Plain Jane's Place, located at the Plymouth Airport. This restaurant has outside dining, so we were able to watch the planes land and take off while we were eating our breakfast. It was pretty cool. Next on the itinerary was a haircut, so we made our way down to HD Barbershop, where your boy got himself a fresh cut. After playing Passenger Prince for a while, we made it to the main event of the day. Ashley took me to Battleship Cove, located in Fall River, Massachusetts. Now, I have lived in this area for a few years, and I knew of Battleship Cove, but I never actually been there until today. Now, I took a lot of photos of just random stuff, so I'm going to show you a few of my favorites. Ashley and I had an amazing time walking through the ship, looking at all the artifacts, reading up on all the history, just seeing what daily life would look like on a ship like the USS Massachusetts. It really looks like that everyone on board just up and left. We started on the bottom deck and worked our way up, which was trickier than you think, navigating the maze of hallways, corridors, and bulkhead doors. We saw everything from the mess hall, crew quarters, the brig, barbershop, which Ashley joked I should have gotten my haircut there. Haha. Various radio rooms, the engine room, and so much more. After getting lost once or twice in the bowels of the ship, we finally made our way to the boat deck. We found ourselves at the bow of the ship. And I noticed something. There was no rope. Nobody to keep us away. Nobody to stop me. I made my way to the very bow, and I could not help myself. Yep, I just had to do the King of the World pose for a photo. Worth it. But all this walking around and posing for pictures got us really hungry. Luckily, there is a little restaurant on board the USS Massachusetts called the Morse Code Galley. So we stopped and dined on a yummy cheeseburger with some chips and a refreshing soda. After finishing our yummy lunch and resting our feet for a bit, we decided to press on. We had a little bit of the ship left to explore, mainly the upper decks. We ended up coming across a World War II names memorial, and we came across Earl G. Drown, who is a relative of Ashley's, who fought and died while in the military. I don't say this very often, but thank you for your service, Mr. Drown. Ashley and I made our way up to the upper decks, or at least as far as the employees would allow us. And we saw some really cool stuff. But once we saw it all, it was time to head back down. But our journey does not stop there. With our tickets to Battleship Cove and the USS Massachusetts, those same tickets also got us into the Fall River Maritime Museum, located just a short walking distance from the ships. And this is where the adventure takes an incredible turn. Upon walking up to the building, I see a plaque on the wall just next to the door with the White Star Line logo on it. I got very excited, and upon reading this plaque, it describes that the anchors on display just outside the building next to the door are from the RMS Republic, a White Star Line vessel which sank 50 miles off Nantucket on January 24th, 1909. So of course I had to take a picture of those, thinking, oh, my friends in all the Titanic groups I have on Facebook will love this. And then I walked into the building. Immediately coming through the doors, there's a little gift shop where the attendant sits, and immediately my eyes go towards all the Titanic merchandise for sale. I was thinking, oh, goody, 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 goody. Ashley was thinking, I should have brought more money. After showing our tickets to the attendant, he led us through, and we started looking at all the cool ship models and artifacts. I got a picture of me standing steering this giant helm. I also got a couple pictures of these reciprocating engines, which I informed Ashley were similar to the ones on Titanic, only on a much larger scale, like 3 to 4 stories larger. As I was looking at all the cool models, Ashley had continued on ahead of me. I was staring at a model when I hear her call me from behind.
Babe?
I go to see what she's calling me for. I turn the corner, and that's when I saw it. The entire left side of this museum was dedicated to the RMS Titanic. My biggest obsession. The first thing your eyes are immediately going to notice is this giant model. Now, I have thought that I would see maybe a little model of the Titanic and be like, oh, look at that little model. It's cute. No, this thing was massive. The biggest model in the entire museum. Yes, some of the finer details on this model are incorrect, but in terms of its broad strokes, it's pretty accurate. They had a poster for the classic Titanic movie right behind it. They had facts written on the walls. They had artifacts brought up from the wreck that you could look at. Passenger clothing, life jackets, White Star Line flag and banner, luggage. There was even a Titanic bell I could ring. I'm pretty sure this one isn't from the wreck, but I still ring it anyway. On the walls were also pictures of her sisters, Olympic and Britannic. I also learned about Marjorie Newell Robb, who lived her final years in Fall River, the same Fall River where this maritime museum is located, in which I am standing in. There was an earpiece right next to this plaque where you could pick it up, put it to your ear like a phone, and hear Marjorie tell her account of the RMS Titanic disaster. There were cardboard cutouts of Captain Smith and what looks like a wealthy passenger that you could take a picture with. There was a painting of the grand staircase on the wall, perfect for a selfie, and that's exactly what we did. Ashley and I took a selfie in front of this grand staircase, and it is now my Facebook profile picture. There was also another couple looking at the Titanic, and we asked them if they'd be kind enough to take our picture in front of the model, and they were more than happy to oblige. And finally, after I was done gawking at all the Titanic stuff, we made our way back to the entrance and to the gift shop, and I made out like a bandit. Not only did Ashley get me this Metal Earth Titanic puzzle kit as one of my actual gifts, but she also got me this Titanic model, a Titanic pin, Titanic postcard, and Titanic ship-in-a-bottle magnet. Opening presents, going to breakfast, getting a haircut, walking around the USS Massachusetts, I thought this was the most amazing birthday ever. And now, seeing all this Titanic stuff, today was the greatest day of my life. Because I got to go on this amazing adventure with the most amazing woman. I will never forget today as long as I live. Thank you so much, baby. I love you always and forever. Wednesday, September 20th, 2023. A bright sunny day. Not too hot, not too cold. Spent the entire first half of the day with the woman I love on a grand birthday adventure. It wasn't just a good day. It was the best day ever.